Hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing really well and got to enjoy a little bit of your weekend before we enter the last week of your class. Yay! Good job. Congratulations. It was so really fun to get to see you guys live, even though it wasn't technically in person. I got to see you live and interact with you live. And I had so much fun, and I just wanted to extend my thanks for allowing me to be part of your semester. I had a fantastic time. I learned a lot. Um, and I appreciated you being such good students during my session that was recorded for my schooling. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a chance now between classes to enjoy some self-care and do some things you enjoy. Have fun with some family, though we're kind of being locked down or restricted again, but hopefully you can enjoy your Thanksgiving and look forward to Christmas before you start into your next semester again. So much needed rest for everyone is on the horizon. 1 week to go and you're almost done. So I wanted to just review with you this coming week what needs to be done, and we can go from there. Let's see. So, oh boy. Okay. So, oh, don't forget to upload that quick, brief little summary from that transgender session that we did. Again, just how you're going to apply that information and knowledge into your practice in the future. So just take a few minutes, honestly, and just a brief summary and upload it into week 13. There's the transgender summary. You can see it right here. So if you want to just upload that, that would be great and easy. Shouldn't take you much time or be stressful at all. So that's that. And then entering into week 14, there are no readings or anything this week, which is fantastic. There are 2 forums, so we'll just dive into that so you can see what is needed. The first is a TED Talk. I always find those really interesting. I listen to a lot of NPR, so I do listen to TED Talks quite a bit. But this is just a short 18-minute TED Talk entitled A Doctor's Touch by Dr. Abraham Verghese. We'll say that's what his name is. And then you just want to reflect on 2 things that stood out for you during the talk and why, and how does the idea of assessment as ritual and touch as a powerful impact your perception of yourself as a provider, and respond to at least one other cohort member with words of agreement and words for consideration. So there's that one. And back to the last one, 14.2. It's coming slowly. Here we go. And now that you've performed a well woman exam on a real patient, reflect on these components for this form. The very position of the exam puts women in a vulnerable position. How can we, as advocates and empowerers of women, strive to make our clients comfortable and active participants in the process? How will you handle someone who is severely uncomfortable, making the exam difficult and possibly even painful? We talked about that during intensive, so you should have some good points and tips for that. How about a survivor of sexual abuse, a virgin, a scared 14-year-old? It is here that we as nurse midwives, especially midwives of faith, have the potential to profoundly impact our clients. But we must be prepared prior, not try and figure it out in the middle of a busy clinic schedule. That's a very good point. Discuss your ideas, fears, concerns, and hopes for your practices and your clients in this forum. And note, you don't need to use any scholarly resources for this. So just kind of a review and a way to formulate how you're going to handle that situation in the future, like it states there, so you don't have to think about it when you know you've got 10 other things to do. You want to do the best job you can in the moment. So those are the last 2 things in addition to the transgender summary, if you've not uploaded that already. And if you guys ever have any questions or concerns or want to ask about what it's like to be a midwife in a rural setting, or the only midwife in a practice, or whatever, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to share any information I have with you, or thoughts or encouragement. And with that, I will go into our last devotion for this class. So, and I thought we could add a little humor to our last devotion. It's just a brief little thing. And this is from Worthy Devotions from January of 2019. James 5:8 says, "You also be patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord, which is at hand." So a mother's preparing pancakes for her sons, Kevin, who is 5, and Ryan, who is 3. The boys began to argue over who would get the first pancake. Their mother saw the opportunity for a moral lesson, so she said, "Now, boys, if Jesus were sitting here, he would say, 'Let my brother have the first pancake. I can wait.'" Kevin turned to his younger brother and said, "Ryan, you be Jesus." I thought that was hilarious. I don't know how a mother in that moment could have not bust out laughing, because that's creative and very quick-witted. So that would have been my children in that moment. So that story really did crack me up. But how is it true in our lives? We want what we want, and we usually want it right now. You all have put in a lot of time and a lot of effort this semester, but it may still feel like you have a very long way to go until graduation. But really, in the scheme of things and your whole life laid out, it's very quickly we'll be here. M.H. Lount taught that God's best gifts come slowly. We could not use them if they did not. Many a man, called of God to a work in which he is pouring out his life, is convinced that the Lord means to bring his efforts to a successful conclusion. Nevertheless, even such a confident worker grows discouraged at times and worries because results do not come as rapidly as he would desire. But growth and strength in waiting are results often greater than the end so impatiently longed for. Paul had time to realize this as he lay in prison. Moses must have asked why many times during the delays in Midian and in the wilderness. Jesus himself experienced this discipline of delay in his silent years before his great public ministry began. Perhaps you've been waiting for something for a long time, or you feel like you've been in school for a long time and you're feeling weary. You are not alone. Let's ask the Lord to renew your hearts and desires today and give us a fresh infilling of strength to wait on his perfect timing. Good things come to those who wait. So, with that, I will sign off and wish you fantastic luck into your future endeavors, and enjoy your break. Use it well, and take care.